am Desiree Cocroft. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am a speaker, author, transformation coach, and life strategist here to help you get your life together. And today I really want to focus on my visionaries, my high achievers, my entrepreneurs, my leaders, and people that are trying to make a big transition in their life, because this is something that I actually am going to be writing a book about. Yay. And it is about making decisions. And I know that decision making can be hard for all of us, no matter what we are doing in our life. In our daily decisions, it can be hard. And I really want to help us kind of get through what is called, or I call, decision fatigue. I'm sure it's a thing. I'm talking about what I called it, but this is what I'm calling this video. So, decision fatigue. And I want to help us through decision fatigue with 3 powerful questions. Now, these questions are not just kind of like the end of the road, like, oh, because you answer these questions don't mean you'll magically be able to make a decision. But my hope is that these questions will help you get closer to the decision that you want to make or truly desire to make. Because as we know, our amygdala in our brain, if you study neuroscience, causes us to have that fight, flight, or freeze when things come about. It is really that primal part of us that's trying to protect ourselves from something that can harm us. And so, although we are not running around trying to hide from saber-toothed tigers, now we are running around trying to hide from decision making in some ways. And so sometimes we don't want to make decisions in our life, not because of our physical safety. Sometimes it's just, our mental, our emotional, our ego. We just don't want to have that pain of rejection or fear and all of that. So we really have a hard time making decisions. So we end up having this fight, flight, or freeze until we actually deal with whatever emotions we have going on around said decision. Here I go to these 3 questions. Question number 1, what are you afraid of? Or you can say, what is holding me back? So this might take a little bit of time to reflect, because you might not necessarily have a fear. Fear is going to be that secondary emotion similar to anger. It's like, well, what is it a fear of? What are you angry about? What's that emotion that you're really having about the decision that you have to make? And so give yourself some time to really unpack this for yourself. These are not questions that you can answer like all of a suddenly. You might need some time. So give yourself some time to think about, well, what is it that's really holding me back or keeping me from making a decision, whether it's yay or nay? What's the thing that I'm afraid of or that's holding me back? So question number 2 is, what is the worst thing that can happen? So with my clients, I have them do this activity when they're having decision fatigue, and it's called the what if game. So play the what if game. What is the worst thing that can happen? List all the worst things that can happen. And I'm sure your mind is flooded with all the things like, so all the things that can happen. And so once you list all those things out, I want you to then list, well, if those things happened, what would be your response? And you may find that some of those responses give you what you need to make the decision, right? So take some moments and think about, what is the worst thing that can happen? And from those worst things that you list, what would your response truly be if those things happen? And sometimes this question can really reveal your commitment to this value that might be connected to the decision. So let's say you're an entrepreneur and you really for years have been feeling like, I really want to do something for young women and I really want to affect the lives of women and girls in my community. If this is like a very strong value, then I bet whatever you list down as the worst thing that can happen, you will find a way to combat that with some kind of solution, because it's really something that's truly a part of your mission and who you are and what you value. If you don't have it, it doesn't mean it's not, but highly likely like you're not dug down deep enough. Because when you're dug down deep enough into something that you desire to do, there is nothing that is going to keep you from doing it. Even if it's hard to get to or if it takes forever, people that are focused on something are relentless and they get the thing done. Whether it takes years or months or weeks or minutes, they are really committed to doing it. So this might even, reveal what your true commitment is or what your true value or mission is. And maybe it's something that you thought about, you don't care about that much. So you're not willing to go the extra mile for some things. And that's okay too. You don't have to feel bad for it. it's good to find out these things now so that it's not like racking your brain. So the last question is, what is the cost of not doing this? So I am in a coaching cohort right now because I'm working on my PCC, which is the second level of ICF, International Coaching Federation credentials. One of the coaches asked me in a group coaching session, what is the cost if you don't do this? And I was like, that's a good question. So if you think about what is the cost of you not doing it, it really helps you to start connecting to what are those feelings that I don't really want to have because I didn't do something that I said I wanted to do. So for me, she was asking me, what is the cost? For me, if I decided not to go hard in my coaching and speaking business, or not to go hard in some of my other entrepreneur things that I desire to do. And I was like, you know what? I really feel like it would cost me peace. Literally peace of mind of not knowing if what I desired, what I've dreamed of, what I've envisioned is really possible or could really have come to pass. Or did I like punk out too soon? Did I give up too soon? Did I let it go too soon? So use this question to help you know, okay, well, what is the true cost? Again, kind of like the question before, it can help you know how much this is something that is truly important to you and get you closer to your decision. So I hope that was helpful to you. I know this was short, but I've been doing a little small bites lately just because the way my life is set up, that's the way I'm doing it. So hopefully it's still a lot of value for you. Feel free to look in the description box below and you'll see a link to my book, Get Your Life Today, 7 Success Hacks for Life, Leadership, and Business. And I do talk a little bit about the what if game and other things that you can do to help you get your life together. And again, you always have my Clarity Workbook down below. Go ahead and click for that free 99 Clarity Workbook. Until the next time, I hope you have a great day and go and be great.